Well, Bill Juzda, as a defenseman, he was very talented, I thought. He was the greatest hitter I had ever watched through body checks and things like that. And he was smart with the puck. When he had it in your end of the rink, you had confidence that Bill was going to do the right thing. Another one that I thought was very smart was Al Johnson. I saw Al when he came out of junior and then he went away to play, and when he came back from Detroit, he was really smart. He was a great wingman, and he could make a lot of plays. And I'll give you one story about him. The year we went with Father Bauer, when they brought the national team to Winnipeg and amalgamated it with Maroons, they had a defenseman with the national team, Gary Begg, and who was a good skater and good player, good defenseman. And when we would practice, Begg would come around the net and try and beat his way through everybody. And Al Johnson used to say, "Gary, throw me the puck on the wall and you keep going and just yell, middle or boards." And he said, "I'll give it to you." He said, "I'll give you $1 for every time I don't give it back to you." Well, this went on all year, and it was really funny. We were overseas playing, and Begg came around the net one night, and Johnson was there, and he threw him the puck, and he yelled middle, and he had a breakaway right from the blue line in. And he came back after and said, "What a heck of a play." And he said, "That was so easy." And I said, "That's what he's been trying to tell you all year long. Give it to me and tell me where you want, and I'll give you $1 for every time I don't give it back." So it took 2/3 of a year for Begg to learn that. But Al was very talented as far as I was concerned. In senior hockey with playing against Penticton that year, they had the Warwicks, the whole three brothers, Dickie, Grant, and Billy. And Grant Warwick was a good, smart hockey player. Billy was a pain in the neck, and Dickie was part of the package. If you got the other two, you had him too. And they had a defenseman down in the Lakehead we used to play against all the time, Bob Drainville. He was another good one. And they had a lot of guys out west. It's hard to remember them all. Donnie Campbell, the goalkeeper with Saskatoon, he spent a couple of years just in Toronto as a backup goalkeeper, and then he got fed up with that and came home. And a lot of the fellows that played with that Warrior team were a lot of good hockey players on that. Like there was Freddie Shiro and Danny Summers, Skippy Burchill and Eddie Mazer and Mike Nikolak and the Cullen brothers and Nestorenko. And, for a first-year hockey club, they had a heck of a hockey team. And after that, I think Toronto and Montreal both kind of shafted parents and wouldn't give them the good hockey players. But no, I was fortunate to, be associated with them for that year just as a target. And it was a lot of fun.